fans, do you want to win your share of $100,000? Simply enter the houseofboxing.com Fight Night Prediction Challenge. Compete with boxing fans around the world. Simply head over to houseofboxing.com and sign up now.
This is Jared Parry for Boxing Social in association with houseofboxing.com and Empire Fight Store. Delighted to be joined by former IBF Middleweight champion Darren Barker here in Monte Carlo. Big fight week, Cordina against Vazquez. What's your thoughts on that fight?
I'm not sure I've ever met you before, have I?
No, I'm quite a new one.
Pleasure to meet you, mate.
And you. But how are you feeling about this fight week?
Yeah. Do you know what? I love being in Monte Carlo. It's a great place. It's the full time we've been here. It's just, it's something special about it. And this place now, the casino that we're in, is just spectacular. And the fight itself, I think, is going to deliver. Vazquez, very good fighter. Those who know him would have seen him against Raymond Ford, a fight in which he could have won, could have gone either way. Now moved up to super feather, and you can see the size, and you'll see the size difference today at the weigh-in. But he's a no-nonsense, rugged, hard man to beat. You can't let him get into a rhythm. You've got to break him down. You've got to be disciplined. I think, like I've mentioned discipline in an interview I just done there, and I think that's important for Joe Cordina in this fight. Don't get drawn into Vazquez's sort of fight. Stick to your boxing, get behind your jab, and let it flow, and look for those big right hands. I was just saying there as well, I've not watched a knockout more than his knockout via Gower. And then to follow up that knockout with a show of guts and courage against Rakhimov, he's ticking boxes, Cordina, so I struggle to look past him in this fight.
I was going to say, coming into this, he's coming off the back of 2022 knockout of the year. So far, 2023, many people's opinion, the fight of the year. So this one now is probably a good way to be like an exhibition for him to throw himself into the bigger fights and bigger nights. Yeah,
look, I think it's about getting the job done. He's almost allowed a comfortable win, if you like, where he cruises to victory, winning most of the rounds because of the last two performances where he showed everything. It's just about getting the job done here. There's 3 potential big fights for Joe next. So yeah, it's about getting the job done.
You're saying there's 3 potential fights. A lot of people are talking O'Shaki Foster. There's big mentions of Emmanuel Navarrete this week, and then you've also got the Lee Wood fight at the City Ground. Which one do you think would you like to see the most out of them?
I mean, Navarrete, you're the governor in the division, you beat him. Foster's easiest to make, and Lee Wood, the biggest domestic fight, it'd be huge. So, it's tough. I think it's a winner either way. What one ticks the boxes more? What is going to offer you more, and what's going to generate you more money? But I don't think he's going to be disappointed whatever of those fights he gets, and it will be one of those next.
Obviously, he's built quite a profile for himself in Cardiff, but he's come over here now, Monte Carlo, a grand stage. Yourself, you won your world title in a casino, but this is another level. Hey, don't worry about that. But this is another level. The casino, the stage, the stature of the event. Just, you've been at the previous shows that were here as well. Just how does this atmosphere compare to any other show?
Well, it's flat as a pancake, I'll be deadly honest here. There's not many in there, and it's really quiet. But the ones that you do hear, I'm not sure how many Joe has brought with him, but you'll hear them. I remember Jamie McDonald fighting here whenever it was, a couple of shows back, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and they've made a racket, and it was funny in there. You'll be able to hear me commentating along with Mike Costello. It's a funny atmosphere. I remember when Derek Chisora fought Ajit Caballo, and he just couldn't get going because of the lack of atmosphere, which, by the way, he bollocks me, Del Chisora, because I scored it heavily for Caballo. He see the scorecard afterwards, and I was in the studio. So when Del's come over to where I was, a commentary desk, but I'd moved away, he's getting interviewed by Adam Smith, and he seen my scorecard, and he went, and it's all 10, 10, 10, 10 to Caballo. And he's gone to Frotch and Adam Smith, whose card's that? Whose card's that? And Frotch just grasped me straight away, went, it's Darren Barker's. Anyway, he pulled me on it, Del. Anyway, somebody like Del struggled to get going in that fight. But Joe, he's been all around the world as an amateur. He knows how to perform, so it'll be good.
I'm going to ask you about a fight we saw last week, Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou. Many surprised by how good Ngannou really was.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts on that whole fight?
I was very disappointed with Tyson Fury. I thought at stages he looked like the novice and the one who hadn't boxed before. Don't know if that was taking Ngannou lightly, but on the flip side, like you just said, Ngannou, very, very accomplished fighter, very good. I know he had aspirations of being a boxer when he was younger, but wow, he surprised me. And it was a fight that could have gone either way.
Just say, Saudi Arabia planning to still go ahead with that fight on with a fight night on December 23rd. It won't be the Fury-Usyk fight we all expected, but they're saying that they want Ngannou to headline that show. Could you see Eddie offering Anthony Joshua up?
Yeah, I think they've been in contact already. What a fight that would be. I mean, I'd love that. Imagine that in Africa. Nigeria, Cameroon. Be massive, massive. Look, whatever fight he's in now, Ngannou is going to be massive. Whatever fight Fury's in, AJ's in, it's going to be massive. They're massive fights, massive occasions.
And it looks like we're closing in on potential deal. Chris Eubank Jr, Conor Benn. A lot of rumblings online was 27th of January, potentially Principality Stadium or Tottenham Hotspur. Originally that was meant to be in the O2. Has it just, since everything that's happened, has it just grown in interest really for everyone to now have to be a stadium fight?
Yeah, it's a bigger fight now with what's gone on with Conor, etc. The fight is always going to be big anyway because of the history with the dads, and obviously Eubank performance against Liam Smith last time out was very impressive. So yeah, I think it's a stadium fight.
How does that fight play out?
I've got to go with my man Conor, haven't I?
Fair enough. Well, Darren, thank you very much for your time, mate, and we'll see you again.